Alright guys, so what I'm gonna tell you here is alright, so I'm gonna continue to read this and then we're gonna continue, alright? So in addition to the archaeological evidence, Jerusalem appears in several ancient documents apart from the Bible. The earliest known reference dates to 1900 BCE and so-called execration texts. Okay, sorry. The names of the enemies of the Egyptian ruler were inscribed on the pottery, which has been smashed in the hope of bringing destruction upon them. Jerusalem at that time was apparently an enemy of Egypt, as indicated by letters written on the clay tablets found in the ruins of Amarna, the palace of the reforming pharaoh Akhenaten, and one of them dating to the 14th century BCE. Abdeba, the king of Jerusalem, writes pledging his loyalty to the Egyptian ruler. Until very recently, there was no evidence outside of the Bible for the existence of King David. There are no references to him in Egyptian, Syrian, or Assyrian documents of the time, and the many archaeological digs of the city of David failed to turn up so much as a mention of his name. Then on July 21st, 1993, a team of archaeological led by Professor Avram Byram excavating Tel Dan in northern Galilee found a triangular piece of basalt rock measuring 23 by 36 centimeters, inscribed in Aramaic. It was subsequently identified as part of a victory pillar, later smashed by an Israelite ruler. The description, which dates to the 9th century BCE. Alright, so this is 1993. Literally. Alright, yeah. So let me tell you a little bit about 1993, alright? Maybe this is what it was. I was born on November the 4th, 1997. Alright, so this is when it was found, right? But it's like we're repeating the past. See, this is whenever God was getting ready to do what he needed to do. Alright? But the day I was born, all of this disappeared. Every bit of it. So was it found before that? That's what I'd like to know. I would really love to know that. It's like it was never found. Never found. It's like it was all forgotten, never found. Neither was any evidence found of King David. Yeah. Neither was the body of David found. Never was it found. It was digged in every single place in the entire place and never found. It was buried in the city of David. Well, where is David at, huh? He's not there. He's in front of you. He's literally talking to you in this video. See, that's where you're going to be so abnormally... See, this is why I skipped to just totally different subject, trying to say that I'm Jesus Christ. Because I'm not accepting this. I'm not accepting my life. I'm not accepting who I am. So I'm just going off to a totally different subject. Because not only can I not accept who I am, you can't. So when you can't accept the fact that I'm the actual David, you're going haywire. You're going crazy. You think you're actually hallucinating. Well, let me tell you something. If you keep thinking that, I'm going to tell you one thing. Jesus is never going to come back. Never. So you better be ready. Because you're going to be waiting for eternity for something to happen. Because the only way you're going to get Jesus Christ to come back is if you fulfill prophecy. The only way that's going to happen is if I get... So the only way that's going to happen is if I get out of this trance. That we get out of this trance that we're in. Out of this hallucination thinking and all this other mental health thinking Because the more you think, the more you say that I need mental help, the more you're destroying prophecy. Maybe you're not. Maybe you are. But there is something very, very odd about what is going on here, and it's gonna make you feel even worse.
Hey,
What?
take your clothes out the dryer.
Oh, well, I was gonna wait till my clothes got done washed, and I was gonna put them in there.
Okay, just as long as you iron clothes before you go to bed. Okay.
In the 19th century CE, the age of reason, scholars began subjecting the biblical text to the linguistic, textual, and literary analysis, noting the inconsistencies and interrupted rhythms, comparing styles, and placing the text within the archaeological, historical, and geographical background. There's still many different opinions regarding the origin of the Bible when it was written, yet under what conditions, but it is fair to say that outside fundamentalist circles, modern consensus suggests the assembling and editing of the documents that were to constitute documents that were... The Bible began in the 7th century BCE, some 3 centuries after David's time. The earliest actual material in our possession to the 2nd century BCE at the earliest. By the 7th century, David's kingdom had split into two. The northern kingdom Israel was invaded and destroyed by the Assyrians in 722 BCE. The southern kingdom of Judah was invaded several times, most importantly in 701, but managed to fight off the Assyrians and survive. Subsequently, the Babylonians conquered the Assyrian Empire. In 586 BCE, they captured Jerusalem, destroyed the temple, and exiled the major part of the population of Judah. Yeah, but David wasn't necessarily in this, and that's where it's really gonna make you feel kind of out of this, because what you need to understand here is David wasn't there back then when Babylonia was there, because in the New Testament, that's whenever Jesus was there, said that David was still buried and is with us till this day. So were they actually saying that because David was supposed to return later, and they were just mentioning that so they would know that he was still buried and with us until that day? But you need to also understand that they were saying that because they were getting ready for something. They were getting ready for David's return. That's why they were saying that. But the Bible doesn't explicitly say that when David was going to be raised up again. Let me tell you something, alright? What it says about David being raised up was a totally different story about whatever happens in Psalms, in 1 Samuel, and all the other chapters, 1 Kings, 1 Corinthians, I don't even know. But what you don't understand there is this part that you think happened has not happened yet. Alright? Now I'm gonna go ahead and skip to a video where it's gonna show you. Alright, so Bible Flop Box. We're gonna look up Bible Flop Box. Bible Flop Box, okay. And my internet's lagging. Oh my gosh. Shut up. Alright, come on.
Hey David,
What is it?
everything I say, I'm sorry.
You're okay, I'm trying to record a video right now.
No, I did something I should have done.
Okay.
I should have done what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
But some people don't like me, they hate me.
I don't hate you. I'm just trying to make a
I'm
video.
fixing to get all this. I'm fixing to break her damn head.